I'm making this next video to explain Boolean operators, the AND operator and the OR operators. Also in this video we'll have a look at functions a bit more, and function can get tricky, and I will wrap up with one example of a function that uses forms for input. So far I've given you examples where you use the window.prompt or prompt command to take user inputs and you assign that to a variable, but now we will use a form. We'll use a form field to create inputs. We'll take the inputs and we will pass it to a function. But before that, we had seen earlier the switch statement. Now in that example, I just realized I forgot to put a default. So what if the case of the day is not 0, not 1, not 4, not 5, not 6, not anything? You need to have a default uh, case that traps everything. For example, and if it does not find the case to be any of these things, then it will say something like, I don't recognize the day. So let's see. I'll just override the day in this example. So if I assign variable day equals to outside of these values which I have here, if I assign it to, let's say, 8, then this one should trap it and say, hey, you know what, I don't recognize it. So let's have a look at it. I don't recognize the day. There you go. And this is an important part of the switch statement, a default one to trap everything else. Now, to get sometimes, suppose I want to put double quotes around this, okay? And we didn't look at this, but let me just sort of say I want to put don't inside uh, or don't recognize inside double quotes, for example. How do we put double quotes inside double quotes? So one way to do it is to use backslash double quotes and backslash, because this quote is actually coming inside this quote and I want this to be printed on the screen. So we use backslash quotes. So you can see now I get the quotes here. I can't have it otherwise. Also, there's some interesting things here. Suppose I put backslash n before the day. So what will happen is I should see that as a new line. No, should it be plus? I'll leave that. But yeah, there are some characters to put it in a new line. And actually, if you want, I can go to just look it up. W3 schools JavaScript new line. But those escape characters have to be read by a browser, and I realized earlier on that there are some escape characters, like write ln is not read by browsers. It works even in PHP. So new line. I'm not sure why the Mac has died on me. Okay, that's a calculator we will be looking at later on. I might have to force quit my browser here. Just force quit. I'm going to leave that for now. But yeah, there are some escape characters that you can use to do various things. I know the backslash n does work in the echo in PHP, and perhaps here it's probably something. There's a backslash t for tab to get a space and so on. But the main thing here was to introduce you to the default, which traps all other cases. Okay, so I'm gonna comment this out from this example, but if you want to see it when you download the code, just uncomment it. Okay, let's look at the Boolean operators in this example. So Boolean operators essentially are, if I have a variable a is equal to, let's say, 20, I have a variable b is equal to 13. Actually, I'll keep this example for later. Let me have something like, let's say I'm going to buy a t-shirt, and variable t-shirt color equals blue, and variable t-shirt logo equals, let's say I'm a big Nike fan, and Nike. There you go. Now, if my t-shirt color condition is satisfied and my t-shirt logo is satisfied, then I would like to buy the t-shirt. So alert buy, else I'm going to say alert next shop. So I have an error here. I'm just going to quickly try and see what I have here. Perhaps I need, oh, because of course I need an assignment. I need an assignment operator here. So I have two conditions here. If my t-shirt color double equals blue, and this is a comparison operator, and I had an assignment operator. Just be careful, that's an assignment operator that assigns a value. This blue goes inside this variable, and this is a comparison operator. So if my t-shirt color is blue and the t-shirt logo, it reads Nike on the t-shirt, I'll think it's cool and I'll buy it. Otherwise I'll move to the next shop. So both these conditions must be satisfied, right? So let's run this. So you can see it says buy, and that's cool. I'm just gonna close my Firefox for now because it was giving me some problems. Now let's change the color to red here, and let's see what it returns. So now my t-shirt color is red and the t-shirt logo is Nike. So I see a Nike t-shirt, but it's red. My conditions are it should be blue and it should be Nike. So and means both conditions should be satisfied. And this one says move to the next shop. Let's see if it is or. So now let me put or. Okay, or. So if it's going to be blue or if it's Nike, I want to buy it. Any one condition must be true for this buy alert to pop up. So I'm just going to save that. So it says buy. Why? Because my color is red, this condition is not satisfied, but in an or situation, any one condition must be satisfied. The logo is still Nike, one condition is satisfied, which is what I want. It's either going to be Nike or blue. So if I find a blue t-shirt, I'll buy. If I find a Nike t-shirt, I'll buy. If it's both, very good. So that's the difference between and or. So when you evaluate conditions, you must look at the variables, and I'll go back to this initial variable A13. So if A double equals 13 and B double equals 13, I'm just going to do some simple alerts here. And you should be able to follow programs through when you get the code. So I'm going to just alert a true here. or I'm going to alert a false, and I will comment out this bottom example. So if, and you can see both of these conditions are true, so I'm expecting a true to pop up. False. Oh, because if a is equal to 20, yeah, so a isn't 13, b is 13. So only one condition was true, so it went into false. But if I give both conditions that are true, yep, then it gives true. Let me put this back to 13. So if a is 13 or b is 13, so any one of the numbers is 13, then it alerts true. So basically, if this bracket evaluates to true, this round bracket condition evaluates to true, it is going inside this bracket. And I might not even say alert true, I might say alert hello, and I might say alert hola. And your question might ask you what greeting will be shown, hello or hola, and you should be able to evaluate that. Okay, A13 no, B13 yes, so this is true, and it's an OR case, so if any one is true, then these brackets will happen, so hello will be alerted, and you should be able to say yep, hello will be alerted. And that's the kind of questions you can expect for with regards to your Boolean operators. You should be able to evaluate the bracket and then see where it is going. Is it going to this first bracket? If this is true, is it going here? Else it is going here, or else if another condition going there, and so on. Okay, so I'll put up these examples with the video as well. Let's have a look at let's revisit the area calculator function, because there's some things with regards to function as well that you need to know. So we had a look at this function in the class the other day. So function area calculator, it's taking two parameters, length and width. That's the beginning of the function. The variable area inside the function is length into width. Now I'm saying if isNaN area, let's say somebody did not give me a number. If someone did not give me a number, after multiplying, what I'm going to get is an isNaN. If isNaN area, that means if somebody has not given me a valid number, then I will get a NaN output. So I'm saying if isNaN area, then alert invalid inputs, else return the area. So let's first try this program, okay? Let's first try this program. I've got prompt here, enter the length of the block in meters, enter the width of the block in meters. Then I'm saying area, variable my area, I'll call it, my area. So I'm calling the function area cal with my length, my width, which the user gives me, and then I put it in my area, and then I just output my area. Square meters. I'm assuming, because I'm asking for the length in meters and the width in meters. So let's run this. Just gonna save this on the desktop. Okay, let's say 25 and 25. Area of the block is 625. Good. Now, when I don't give a number and I give a number here, it is still going to be a NaN because both have to be a number. Cool. The area of the block of land is undefined square meters because it gave a NaN. I can also put that along with alerting I can put something in area here because in JavaScript I have the liberty of putting a number or a string. So I can say my area is something square meters. I can say not a number square meters, but that's okay. Now I just want you to know one thing. You see this if statement. It goes from here to here. And if it's not a number, I get this message. Otherwise, it actually returns an area. One thing I want you to know that once an area is returned, okay, so I'll just put this in a bracket as well, else this. So if is then this, otherwise this. After this, let's say I have alert hello. I want to show you two situations. One in which hello will be shown to you and one in which hello won't be shown to you. Bear in mind that once a function returns something, it will not go further. It will not go anywhere once it returns something. Okay? So the first if statement which says if is nan area, it is just putting an alert. Okay? It won't go into else, but it will come and alert hello. In the second case, when I give the numbers, it will return area, but once because it has returned a function, it will not go into alert hello. So let's have a look at this. So first case, I'm giving it text. So I've given it invalid inputs and it did not come out. Oh, I dot saved it. Okay. Let's see. Invalid inputs and it gives me a hello. Okay. Let me try it back in Chrome. Is it a Chrome or Firefox issue? Invalid inputs and hello. Cool. So you see when it alerted invalid inputs, it didn't return anything. So the function is still alive. It comes out of the if loop. So it doesn't go into else, but it comes out and then alerts hello. Now let's see the same thing with numbers. I'm giving it a number 35, 35, 1225 should be the answer. So I get 1225, but no hello. Reason being, once it returns, the function is finished. You see, this is my function. This whole block is my function. But once I return something from a function, that's it. It does not go further. But here it did not return, so it went further. And this is important to know. So I'm going to keep this example also on the drive. We could do a few more things with this, and I'll just make another one. There are, and this is important. Okay, these examples are important because there are sometimes such questions. I'm going to kill all of this. Function, I'll just call it try, okay, and nope, I'll just give it A and B. You quite often have a situation where your function itself starts evaluating things if A is less than B. If A is less than B, then go A multiplied by where result equals A multiplied by B and return result. Okay. Else alert or else result equals A plus B and return result. You must remember that once a value is returned, whether from here or from here, the program is over. The function's job is over. So let's say you've got this function, this is your function, and now let's say I'm going to call it now. I'll call it with x and y. X is equal to 5, y is equal to 10, and I'm going to call try with x and y, x comma y. Now see how you will, why do I have an error? Okay, function try a comma b, begin end, try. Perhaps try is a keyword, so I'm going to go function demo. Yeah, so try, I should have taken a hint. Try is a keyword, it's a special word that I'm not supposed to use. So I've just made up a function demo of both A and B. And I'm saying if A is less than B, then give a product, otherwise give a sum, okay? Now I put 5 in X and I put 10 in Y, and I call that function giving the variables X, Y. So notice what happens. 5 goes into X, 10 goes into Y. So when I call demo, it becomes demo 5, 10. If 5 is less than 10, which it is, so I'm going to do this one. The result will be 5 times 10, and it will return 50. Okay, in this case. So let's put demo into, or we can just alert this out. We can just alert out demo. So we should see an alert that says 50. Let's see if that is the case. So yeah, there you go, 50. Now if I make this 10 and if I make this 5, so now it becomes demo 10, 5. If that's 10, 5. If 10 is less than 5, but 10 is not less than 5, so we will not do this. So we'll go and do this else. If this is the case, do this, otherwise do this. Else result is equal to A plus B, 10 plus 5, and we return result. So this time we're going to result in 15, and let's see if that is the case. So there you go, 15. Now I think there are some questions of a similar nature. There are two things to remember, that within a function you can have if then else, and within a function once it returns something, then pretty much the function has done its job. Once you trace the function to a point of result, then the function has done its job. One final example before my battery runs out. I think I can do it. So let me just make a new tab, and let's make a new function for you all. I'll just make a new. I'm going to make something like a calculator, a simple calculator. You can use it, make it to add, multiply, subtract. You can keep on making your own functions, but I'll make a very simple one for now. In the body, I do need a form. I'll just call this one a simple calculator. So let me see whether I can finish it before my 9% dies out. A simple calculator. in this body I'm going to put a form, and you guys have done a form. I'll give a form a name because I need to refer to this name again and again. I'll just give it a small name, calc, form name calc, and because I started a form I need to end a form. There you go. So I've made a form. In my form I need an input. In my form I need an input. I'm just going to say I'll just input, I'll just give it a name. Name is equal to num1. Value is equal to, value is something which you're going to end. It's an input field, you see, and we'll give it a size. That's a 20. So that's an input thing. I can say enter first number. I'll put all of this in a paragraph. So I've just got one input field. Enter first number, num1. Enter second number, num2. A simple form with two fields. Enter num1, enter num2, and what I want to do is I need a field to put the result in. So I need one more where the result will come in. Result. Okay, and it could be the addition result, or I'll call this result. So I've got three fields. If I have a look at it now, I'm just going to put it as form function, because it's going to be a form input and it's going to work with a function. So let me just have a look at it, quick look at it. So I've got a form, first number, second number, result. I need to fix that. I've got a h1 there, that's fixed. So I should be able to add a number here, add a number here, and I should get the result here. So now I'm using the form input fields as an input, not the prompt, So let's see. I need a button, of course. So let me get another button, input type button. So these are input type text. I didn't put the text there just to keep it simple there, but I'll just go and make one more input type field. Input type equals button. I'll give it a value, add, and you can make a second button and so on. And now on click, I'm going to do something. On click, on this event, when somebody clicks, I'm going to do something. I'm going to call a function. Input type is equal to button. I'll give it a name equals result. Add result. Add result. Okay. Value equals add, and on click I'm going to do something. Now, I need to write a function. I'll just write my function in my head. I'm just going to put the script tags in the head. So I have a script tag here, and I have a slash script to end it. Again, not putting the type and other stuff, but yeah, but I can go type is equal to text JavaScript, and if I want I can go language equals JavaScript, I think, as well. You can put all the paraphernalia. I have got a low battery. Let's see. If it dies, I'll have to take just a few seconds break. Let me get the battery charger. Okay, we're all good now. Yeah, that should take us through this last exercise. But no, I'll just keep it clean for now. So I've got a script and I've got a body. In the body, I've got a form. So that's my heading. I've got a form. Form has got two input fields, one output field, a result, and a button. That's all. So now I'm going to write a function, very simple function, function add. It has got two parameters, a comma b, and starting bracket, ending bracket. What I'm going to do is whatever the user gives, I should actually parse it. He might give, or she might give a integer, decimal. I should really parse it, and I should put it out. So I can do things like a is equal to parse float a, and b is equal to parse float b. I can put if statements, but put this and I'll just say result is equal to a plus b. Now what I can do here is I can straight away put this result inside this field result. You can see this has got a name result, and I can say that in this document, inside this document, find this guy calc document dot calc, then find the field called result, and that value is to be set to a plus b. Document in this document find calc, okay, find document calc result value. So it's going to find in this document, it will find the form calc, object calc, they'll find the sub object result, a field, and its value, this value it will set to that result. Okay, so that much the function will do. But how do we call it? So on click is the trick here. On click we have to call add. And what are the two things we are going to give it? We are going to say document dot, and there are many ways of calling it, get element by id. I'm just using one of the ways that I've used in the past. Document dot calc dot num1 dot value, okay, comma document dot calc dot num2 dot value. So I'm going to take these two values, throw it to add on click of the button. On button, I'm calling the function. Function is in the head. So but it is being called after the form is being loaded. Okay, after the form is loaded, that's why this will work, because this function is triggered after the form is loaded and the button is pressed. So I call function add, giving it two values. Which value? Calc num1 value, document calc num2 value. I call the function add, it goes to add, it parses the two inputs, adds them together and throws it into document.calc.result value. A very simple example, and the form that we need to validate and all the regular expressions, the structure for that I'll build in class with you guys, and I'll record those videos in class. But take all of these examples to really build your foundation of JavaScript, make it really strong, and prepare well for the exam. I've covered almost every topic that you do require for your exam. Do the quizzes, do some practice. I really think about 7-8 hours of study and you'll be ready. And then you still have 3 weeks. But don't leave it till the last minute. Don't think, oh, I'll go to work today and I'll study before the exam. So let's see. I've got some errors. Let me go and fix them. So I've got an error here. Okay, simple calculator. 13, 13, 26, add, and you can go on and make a subtract button, a multiply button, a divide button, and so on. And if I give it something weird, it says nan, not a number. Okay, anyway, there, not a number. So that was my last video, guys. I will upload these examples along with the videos, and I hope you found them helpful.